Hi friends, and today we are going to discuss a new topic, that is a capital and revenue expenditure as well as receipts. Okay, no doubt this topic is quite important. Of course, this topic to be learned, it is better to before the learning of final accounts, because we know that the final accounts which we prepare, the trading P&L account and balance sheet. By the trading we are able to know the gross profit, gross loss. By the P&L we are able to know the net profit, net loss. By the balance sheet, financial position. So why particularly this topic to be learned earlier than final accounts? Because if you are very good in this particular capital revenue topic, and you can easily handle your final accounts, because here complete whatever the concern or enterprise having the different type of receipts and also payments. The receipts and payments are being categorized in two ways: revenue nature, capital nature. All revenue nature items will go to the trading P&L account. All capital nature items will go to the balance sheet. So that definitely the distinction between the revenue nature and capital nature is very important, because all the revenue nature items will give you the profit loss for a particular period of time. All capital nature items will go to the balance sheet like assets and liabilities. So the distinction is very important. If you do not distinguish in a proper way, so improper allocation, revenue to capital, capital to revenue, which is called error of principle. Even we discussed as part of rectification of errors. You may commit any kind of errors, say example error of commission, error of omission, and these kind of errors can be accepted because some kind of errors are committed by pressure. But this kind of error, allocation of revenue to capital, capital to revenue, it is not excusable error, inexcusable error. Why? Because it is error of principle. Error of principle, which indicates you do not know the principle, so definitely you do not have any value. So that definitely the distinction between revenue, capital is very important. As I said that to prepare final accounts, definitely earlier than final accounts, otherwise you have to learn this topic, and after completion of this topic, if you go to the final accounts, then final accounts will be very simple. As I said that all revenue, receipts, payments will go to the trading P&L to determine the profit loss for the given period of time. All capital nature items will go to the balance sheet. That's all. So let us come to know what are the revenue payments, capital payments, what are the revenue receipts, capital receipts. Okay, so very important, and we can discuss this topic today completely. I'll give the complete theoretical part, I will explain, and moreover we try to discuss the ICI illustration 1 first problem also. Okay, yes, capital and revenue expenditures and receipts. And I would like to say every enterprise may have the receipts as well as payments, and type of receipts can be known as capital receipts and capital payments and revenue payments. First of all, what do you mean by capital payment and what do you mean by revenue payment? Revenue payment means which is having a recurring nature. Recurring nature means happening again and again, and its benefit only for the respective period only. A recurring nature, benefit for the particular current accounting period only. The normal regular language we can call them like expenses, like salary paid, commission paid, interest paid, advertisement charges paid, traveling charges paid, rent paid, etc. These are all called revenue payments. Usually revenue payments, they may go to the trading debit or P&L debit. If they are direct expenses, will go to the trading debit, indirect nature will go to P&L. So therefore all revenue payments will go to the trading P&L account. Revenue payments should have the two features. One is having recurring nature. Say example rent, every month you have to pay. Telephone charges you have to pay every month. Electricity charges you have to pay every month. Salary to employees every month you have to pay. So that these are all having a recurring nature. They happen and again. They give the benefit for that particular period only. Only for the year which you are preparing final accounts, for that year benefit is given. So having recurring nature, benefit to that particular year is known as a revenue payments. All revenue payments normal in the regular language we can call like expenses. Salary paid, commission paid, interest paid, rent paid, transport charges paid, electricity charges paid, and these are all called simply revenue payments. Their benefit is that particular period, and they are having a recurring nature. Mostly every month you have to pay, and their benefit is confined to that particular period. They are called revenue payments. They will go to the trading P&L account. Next, capital payments. What are the capital payments? Completely reverse. Having recurring nature. Here, not recurring nature. Means these kind of payments will not having recurring nature. Benefit for more than 1 year. More than 1 year. Normally you can say acquisition of assets. Acquisition of purchase of assets like a capital expenditure. Say example, purchase of computer and purchase of building, purchase of land, purchase of plant and machinery, etc. They are all called capital expenditure. Why? Because so you will not purchase a computer every time. Once you purchase a computer or building or land or machinery, it can give the benefit for a longer period of time, more than 1 year. So that this kind of expenditure will not have the recurring nature like a revenue payment. It gives benefit for more than 1 year. So in regular language we can call them like they are assets. All capital payments like assets. Revenue payments like expense will trading and P&L account debit. All capital payments like assets, they will go to the balance sheet asset side. Clear? Revenue and capital, that is the difference. You have to distinguish very clearly regarding payments, whether it is a revenue payment or capital payment. Revenue payment means so, and first important point is having recurring nature. Its benefit is for that particular year. Revenue payment charged to trading P&L. Having not recurring nature and benefit is for more than 1 year. They are called simply like assets. Capital expenditure will go to the balance sheet asset side. Come back to the receipt side. Capital receipts and revenue receipts. Again the same kind of features are there. Revenue receipts are generally called, we can call income. Mostly they are related to that period. So usually revenue receipts will go to trading P&L, of course, or trading credit or P&L credit. Sales is a revenue receipt, sale of goods regularly taking place. And like that, rent received, commission received, interest received, these are all having recurring nature. Okay, so and they are not direct nature related to business, so they used to be written in the P&L. Sales, trading credit, rent, commission, interest, etc. received P&L credit. So which are called revenue receipts: rent received, commission received, interest received. So these are also having recurring nature. Mostly they are related to that particular year. And all revenue nature receipts normally you may call like the incomes. Capital receipts. What are the capital receipts? Capital receipts means, say example, bank loan taken in case of company, debentures are issued and amount received. And generally usually in capital receipts usually called liabilities. Bank loan taken, amount received, but bank loan is a liability. Debenture issue is a amount I received, definitely it is a liability. So that bank loan and debenture issued, etc. these are called capital receipts. Normally they are liabilities. But don't think that in every case it is a liability, the capital receipt. Sometimes there may be reduction in the asset. Say example, sale of fixed asset, entry cash or bank to fixed asset, amount received towards sale of fixed asset. So this is a capital receipt. Either increase in liability or decrease in asset. Increase in liability, decrease in asset, anything may take place. So this is what we can say simply all capital and revenue nature. Basically here and there I can say all revenue receipts and payments will go to trading P&L, all capital receipts payments will go to the balance sheet. Particularly revenue nature means having a recurring nature, means they will occur again and again. Their benefit related to that particular period only. They are related to that particular period. So capital nature means having non-recurring nature, benefit for more than 1 year. They are called capital nature. All revenue nature items will go to the trading P&L. Revenue payments like expenses, trading P&L. Revenue receipts like incomes. All capital payments like assets in the balance sheet. All capital receipts like liabilities in the balance sheet. Otherwise sometimes in the reduction of asset also. So usually this is what we can say normally. Revenue and capital. As I said that this distinction is quite important, and unless you distinguish properly, profit loss cannot be known correctly, financial position also will be severely affected. Certain important points you have to consider while distinguishing both revenue and capital nature. First point is nature of business. What kind of business you are dealing, that is first very important point. Nature of business. What does it mean, nature of business? Say example, I am the trader of buying and selling the cars. I am the car trader. For me, car is a revenue expenditure, revenue income. Buying, purchase of car, sale of car. Some other person purchasing, selling computers. For him, it is a good revenue expenditure, revenue income. The person who is dealing with car, he purchases computer, it will be asset. For the computer dealer, computer is a good revenue nature, but he purchases car and it will be asset. So you can't say that a particular one is asset to everybody, a particular one is good to everybody. For car trader, car is revenue nature. Computer is capital nature. For computer trader, computer is revenue nature, like purchase and sale, simply revenue expenditure, revenue receipt. Car purchase is asset. So that depending upon the nature of the business, you may distinguish this is a revenue and capital. Next, recurring nature of expenditure. As I said that if it is having a recurring nature, it is called revenue nature. Non-recurring nature, it is a capital nature. Purpose of expense. For what purpose expenditure incurred? Say example, I bought an asset. While using that asset, some repair charges will incur in the normal running of my asset. That is a revenue expenditure. Otherwise, I spend some expenditure like repair and some kind of service expenditure. Because of that, capacity of the particular asset is improved, performance is increased, then I would like to say it is a capital expenditure. If the asset is in the same status, same condition after repairs also, it is working, I am using that properly, but say there is some repair and repair incurred. After repair, it is working in the normal manner. It is a revenue expenditure. Otherwise, after spending some repair charges, if earning capacity increases, then we can say that is a capital expenditure. Okay. The purpose of expenditure, you would like to continue with the same status. Otherwise, you want to increase the earning capacity. Depending upon that, you have to decide revenue and capital nature. Effect of revenue generating capacity. If revenue generating capacity is increased, obviously it is a capital expenditure. If revenue generating capacity increased, same status being maintained, that is simply revenue expenditure. Material of amount involved. Example, a big building is there, some repair charges incurred, it is simply revenue expenditure. Otherwise, I spent a huge amount to modernize that, and a big amount is spent, but of course I am not getting any special benefit out of that building, but definitely sale value will be increased. Sometimes the whatever amount I used to spend there, that also may be important while categorizing the revenue capital. These are the major points to distinguish revenue nature as well as capital nature. Meanwhile, while going to the sums, and I would like to give some examples, they look like completely different manner, but you have to judge them very, very carefully. Say example, I purchased an asset, I am using, in the usage some repair charges are incurred, then it is a revenue expenditure, no doubt. Say example, I purchased a old asset, before putting into usage some repair charges incurred, it is a capital expenditure. For old asset, repairs, capital expenditure. For new asset, when I am using that new asset, some repair charges incurred, it is a revenue expenditure. Say example, I am going to start a business, for that I got a license. What kind of capital expenditure? Because it is not having recurring nature, I will take only once license. Moreover, without taking license, I cannot carry on my business. So that it is usually can be written off by the number of years. It is like intangible asset. Okay, so it is taking license, and this kind of things you can say they are capital expenditures. Say example, a machine is there, I dismantle that machine and I install the same machine at some other place. To dismantle whatever the amount I spent, it is known as a revenue expenditure, because by dismantling I am not getting any benefit out of that. Otherwise, a big building is there and I demolish that building, I would like to construct a new building at that place. During that time, amount of expenditure incurred is a capital expenditure, because unless I dismantle that old building, I cannot construct a new building. So dismantling the machinery and installing the same at another machinery, another place is a revenue expenditure. Dismantling or demolishing the building and constructing a new building at that place is a capital expenditure. Say example, I want to construct a big building. For that purpose, I construct a small hut to keep the cement packets, to keep the iron material. Once construction is completed, that hut is removed. Whatever the amount you spend towards hut is a capital expenditure, because without hut you cannot construct this particular asset. So definitely it is a capital expenditure. Say example, I am running my cinema theater, properly toilets etc. not maintained, some fines are there by the government. It is simply revenue expenditure, having always recurring nature. Okay, like that. As I said that my old building is there, I am using since long time. some color painting work is done, revenue expenditure. I purchased a new old building and immediately some painting work done, it is a capital expenditure. Already I am having a building, I am using over the period of time some painting work is done, it is a revenue expenditure. In case of old asset purchase, any expenditure, repair expenditure is a capital. But in case of new asset, it will be treated like a revenue expenditure. Okay, moreover, sometimes it is given some overhauling servicing charges incurred, revenue expenditure. Sometimes it is given because of servicing and overhauling and petrol mileage is improved, earning capacity is increased. Then what we can say in that case, it is a capital expenditure. Okay, some repairs actually I have done for my cinema theater, it is a revenue expenditure. Otherwise, some renovation work done. Example, earlier AC was not there, now AC completes DTS, latest sound systems, seating chairs are completely changed. Renovation changes taken place. Renovation is a capital expenditure because you can increase the ticket rate, your revenue will be increased. But normal repair charge is simply revenue expenditure. And government said that you have to maintain 3 or 4 more exhaust fans. And what kind of expenditure? It is a revenue expenditure. Because of 3 or 4 more exhaust fans and your revenue will not be generated. That is a part of the just maintenance of your business. Okay. So that so in that way you have to clearly distinguish what kind of payments, revenue payments are capital payments, revenue receipts are capital receipts. Because all revenue nature items will go to trading P&L, all capital nature items will go to balance sheet. Revenue payment, simply expense, direct nature trading, indirect nature P&L. Revenue receipt, income or revenue, direct nature sales, trading credit, all remaining P&L credit. All capital payments like assets in the balance sheet, all capital receipts, liabilities in the balance sheet, sometimes reduction in the asset also. Okay. So based on this knowledge, and we try to work out the first illustration. Okay, illustration 1. Look at illustration 1. Very simply I would like to explain this, very easy and simple to handle this capital revenue nature. True or false you have to say here. Number 1, 8 points are given. I would like to explain. In the ICAI study material, this is ICAI study material illustration 1 we can discuss. You are given 8 points and we need to say either true or false given statements one by one, and with the logic, with the reason you have to say. 1. Overhauling expenses of second-hand machinery purchased or revenue expenditure. False. As I said that whenever you purchase any second-hand asset, any kind of repairs is a capital expenditure. Why? Because second-hand asset, before putting into the usage, unless you meet that repair charges, that asset will not come into the usage. So that before put into any asset utilization, all the charges to be capitalized. So false. You can see that. Overhauling expenses incurred to put the second-hand machinery in working condition to derive a long-term benefit, it should be capitalized. If you do not spend the repair charge and I cannot put into usage, so it is a capital expenditure. 2nd, money spent to reduce the working expenses is a revenue expenditure. False. Any amount spent to reduce your working expense. Example, I am having 20 employees in my business, I am paying salaries for all of them. One day I decided that regular day-to-day expenses, payment of salaries is increased like anything. Then immediately I bought 4 computers in the market. Only by 4 people I am able to finish that. I removed 16 people from the employment. Which means to reduce my working expenses, I bought the computer. Means assets are purchased. What does it mean? It is always like a capital expenditure. Whatever the amount spent to reduce the working expenses is always a capital expenditure. Okay. So it is false. Legal fee acquired to property is a capital expenditure. Say example, while purchasing a land, some legal disputes are there, and I have to clear the legal disputes. Then only I can purchase that. So that while purchasing any legal problems are there, and if I spend certain money to clear the legal charges while acquiring the property, that is a capital expenditure. Say example, I bought already land is my own. After some years, some expenditure incurred. any legal charges incurred, that is a revenue nature. Because once it is my property, I have to protect my property, I have to safeguard my property, so that if any repair charge incurred, it is a revenue nature. Means while acquiring the property, any legal charge is a capital expenditure. Once it is acquired and once it is my own, and after it is my own, and after certain period of time some legal charge incurred, then it is a revenue expenditure, because I have to protect my asset, that is my responsibility. But here it is acquiring the legal charge expenditure is a capital expenditure. Third, it is true, correct. Fourth, amount spent as a lawyer fee to defend the suit claim the firm factory site belonging to plaintiff is a capital expenditure. It is false. As I said that lawyer fee is paid to once, as I said that if that is my asset already purchased, so after some time if any legal issue generated, I have to protect it, I have to safeguard my asset, which is legal expenditure, which is revenue expenditure. It is not a capital expenditure. So that fourth, it is said that capital expenditure false. You should observe third and fourth. Third, that expenditure incurred while purchase. Fourth, not at the time of purchase, in the course of time that expenditure happened. Fifth, amount spent for replacement of worn out parts of the machine is a capital expenditure. False. Worn out parts means generally while using some pistons and rings and so they may not work in a proper way and you have to replace them. Okay, because of changing that worn out parts and machinery performance will not be increased. Machinery performance will be maintained in the status quo. Means it can work in the normal way without any disturbance. There is no any special performance by this changing of rings and pistons, so that it is always treated like a worn out parts, change worn out parts and like pistons and etc. This is called revenue expenditure, not a capital expenditure. But sometimes it may be given like that, because of this kind of expenditure performance is increased, then you can say it is a capital expenditure, right? Fifth one. Sixth, expenditure incurred on the repairs and whitewashing of the first time on the purchase of old building or revenue expenditure false. As I said that whenever I purchase old asset, till put into usage, all the expenditure to be capitalized. Say example, I bought a building for 10 lakhs. Some 50,000 charges incurred for the coloring and all the building. 50,000 is a capital expenditure, not revenue expenditure. For old asset repairs is a capital expenditure. Sixth one. Seventh, expenditure in connection with obtaining a license for running cinema theatre is a capital expenditure. True, because it is not having recurring nature. Moreover, if without getting license I cannot carry on my cinema theatre. So to run my cinema theatre, definitely I have to spend that license charges I have to pay. Only once it is to be paid, so that it is like an intangible asset. You can write off over the period of time. It is a capital expenditure. Eighth one, amount spent for the construction of temporary huts, which construction of the cinema house to be constructed and demolished when the cinema house was ready is a capital expenditure. True. To construct a big building, for time being I constructed a small shed or small hut to maintain my material, cement packets, iron, etc. Once the big building is developed, I can demolish my old hut. But amount spent to construct the demolition this particular hut, it is always like a capital expenditure, because without hut there is no building. Okay, so in that way, first illustration completed today, and we can discuss the remaining illustrations also in the coming classes. And you should be very clear about the concept of revenue and capital nature. All revenue payments will go to trading P&L debit, like expenses what we call. Revenue receipts like incomes, sales will go to trading, remaining all will go to P&L. All capital payments like assets, all capital receipts like liabilities, but sometimes in the reduction of assets also. Okay, if you commit any kind of mistake while distinguishing capital revenue nature, which is known error of principle, nobody is expected to this kind of errors. Okay, so particularly before preparation of final accounts, and you should be very strong in this topic, because all revenue will go to trading P&L, all capital nature will go to balance sheet. Okay, right, we can discuss illustration 2 in the next class. Bye.